So how are the carbon and nitrogen atoms of the sugars, purines, and pyrimidines numbered? Okay, so let's take sugars first. So we went over this a little bit in problem 10-10, so we can do this quickly here. So here's the 5-carbon sugar. Looks something like that. Hydroxyl, hydrogen. Let's make this an RNA or ribonucleotide. Okay, so these carbons are numbered 1', 2', 3', 4', and 5'. Okay, and that's a 5-carbon sugar. And if we wanted to make this, instead of being a ribose, if we wanted to make this a deoxyribose, we would just take this off and put a hydrogen. Okay. So purines and pyrimidines. Okay, so let's go with purine first. No, pyrimidine. I like pyrimidines because they're easier. So I was going to draw a C, but I'm going to change that to an N. C, N, C, C, C. Okay, so 2 nitrogens, 4 carbons. We're going to put double bonds here, here, and here. Now this is just the generic structure of a pyrimidine. And then when we have that, we can look at, make sure that, okay, we have 3 bonds to this nitrogen, 3 bonds to that one. So we'll add hydrogens everywhere else to make sure all the carbons have 4 atoms or 4 bonds formed with the carbon. Okay, so this is our generic structure here, and so we should go with a 1 at this position, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now notice there's no primes here. For some reason we have primes with the carbon sugars, but not with the purines and pyrimidines. Let me just check and make sure this is right. I think it is. Looks good. Yes, okay, that looks good. So now let's take a look at purines. So let me see. So let me see if I can do this without looking. Okay, so the purine is going to have 5 carbons and 4 nitrogens, and I'm just going to start like I did with the pyrimidines. So nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, carbon, carbon attached to that nitrogen. So we have a little diamond shape here with the 2 nitrogens in the same spot as they were in the pyrimidine, and then we just have 2 nitrogens attached here, and then these are attached to a carbon. So that's the general structure, a 2-ring structure of a purine. We're going to have double bonds in the generic structure in all the same places we had them before, and we're going to have another one over here. So now we can fill in the hydrogens wherever we see carbon with only 3 bonds. Add a hydrogen. Okay, we got one there, there, 1, 2, 3, and here, and okay, and we can add a hydrogen here to this nitrogen because it only has 2 bonds, so we'll add a hydrogen there. And so how do we number these? So it turns out we start with the 1 up here with this nitrogen, and then we go around the ring in clockwise direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can jump over to this closest nitrogen up here, 7, 8, and 9. And let me see if this is accurate. Let's check my answers. I don't want to give you guys all the wrong information. C, N, C, looking good so far. Numbers are correct. Hydrogens are in the right positions. Okay, that looks good. And the question only asked for sugars, purines, and pyrimidines. Okay, so we got everything done. So we can move on to the next question now.